Once upon a time, long, long ago, people didn't have phones or computers like we do now. They had to find other ways to talk to each other and share information. Let me tell you the story of how people communicated throughout history. In the old days, people used to send messages by writing them on pieces of paper and sending them with someone else who was traveling to the same place. This was called a letter. It would take a long time for the letter to reach its destination, but it was the only way to communicate over long distances. As we embark on this journey of exploring new and exciting topics, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, leave a comment, and subscribe to stay up to date with our latest adventures. Then, people started using animals like pigeons to carry messages. They would tie a message to the pigeon's leg and let it fly to its destination. This was faster than sending a letter, but it was still slow. Later, a man named Samuel Morse invented something called the telegraph. The telegraph used electricity to send messages over wires. People could send messages instantly over long distances. The telegraph was like a magic wand that could make messages travel through the air faster than a bird. After the telegraph came the telephone. A man named Alexander Graham Bell invented the telephone. He made it possible for people to talk to each other from far away. All they had to do was pick up the phone and dial the number of the person they wanted to talk to. This was a big change because people could hear each other's voices in real time, just like you can when you're talking on the phone. Then, people started using something called the radio to communicate. The radio could broadcast messages over long distances without using wires. People could listen to music and news on the radio, and they could even talk to each other using something called a walkie-talkie. Eventually, people invented something called the computer. The computer was a machine that could store and process information. People could use computers to send messages and share information with each other over something called the internet. The internet is like a big network of computers that are all connected together. Now, people can talk to each other instantly from all over the world using things like email, text messages, and video calls. And that, my dear second grader, is the history of communications. From letters to telegraphs, phones to radios, and computers to the internet, people have found new ways to talk to each other and share information throughout history.